Now listen, underneath this is a big fat black mama waiting to get out. The only reason she hasn't is willpower. But now, where there is no will, there's a way, a fat jab. A little while ago, I wrote about how being fat is your own fault, and let's face it, in nearly all cases it is. People are too busy stuffing food in their gobs, even when given a diagnosis of self-inflicted diabetes type 2, to make the effort to change their lifestyle and put in the work required to maintain a healthy body weight. I used to be a trainer, and one client couldn't work out why she was so overweight. She claimed that alongside her 3 healthy meals, she only drank tea, so I made her write down everything that she ate for a week. And it was only when I pointed out that in each one of her 8 daily cups, she was actually putting 7 teaspoons of sugar in, that the problem became clear. But for those of us that can't be bothered, you'll be pleased to know that a revolution is underway in the form of drugs. Drugs that can get rid of the fat and save many from the complications and the strain on the NHS's purse strings that come with being obese. Rather than relying solely on diet, exercise and willpower to reduce fat, these new drugs target digestive and chemical pathways that underline obesity, suppressing appetite and stopping cravings. Basically, the body goes into starvation mode, storing fat and slowing down metabolism when you go on a diet. And Dr. Louis Aron, director of the Comprehensive Weight Control Centre at Weill Cornell Medicine, said this about it. There are a number of hormones that respond to reduced calorie intake. The obesity medications help overcome a biological mechanism that kicks in when people diet, triggering a coordinated effort by the body to prevent weight loss. Now, apparently, with diet and exercise alone, research shows that about 1/3 of people will lose 5% or more of their body weight. But with these drugs, this is considerably more. In trials, one brand showed up to 15% of body weight lost in just 16 months. Dr. Amy Rothberg at the University of Michigan said this: they've entirely changed the landscape. What is this drug called, I hear you cry? I can feel you shouting at me through the screen. I can feel Danny's eyes peering at me like lasers. Now, listen, I'm all for medical interventions when all else has failed, but these new drugs may well have a list of complications of their own and lead to even fatter and lazier people. Worse still, they are now approving prescribing these things to children as young as 12. Really? How about teaching the kids how to eat healthier rather than medicate them at such a young age? Presumably, like any good diet, once you come off these drugs, you pile on the pounds. Well, it's not easy for those of us that are slim, but the truth is we work extremely hard to keep a good weight, both in what we eat and what we do. So I kind of feel a bit at odds with these new slimming drugs that will come onto the market. Being a healthy weight is about mindset and conditioning, which I don't believe can be bypassed in the long term. And whilst I applaud the ingenuity of modern medicine, nothing comes without side effects. To me, they sound a little bit too good to be true. Time will tell, but the question is, would you take a jab to fight the flab?